So we have an article from the Wall Street Journal about a billionaire's tax. They're going to take things into their own hands over in California, as they often do. And they are proposing a 5% tax in California on anyone, a wealth tax, by the way, on anyone that has one-time wealth tax, any billionaires, anyone with over $1 billion. They'll take a look at your net worth, and in an effort to fund healthcare in the state, which is an admirable and a noble goal for this tax, they're going to take 5% of your money just one time over. I got a lot of quotes here, but AJ, I want to get your thoughts on it at a high level before we, as we dive in.
Yeah, I want to hear, I'm very interested in your opinion, but just super high level for some perspective, just a reminder, folks, California is the 5th largest economy in the world. If it were a company, there's 40 million people there. So when we hear a lot about, in economics, there's a lot of studies and a lot of theory comes from Scandinavian countries because they're very small and easy to study. And the population is very homogenous and tiny and scattered across a few cities, whereas we have California, which creates about $4 trillion in gross state product, which is the version of gross domestic product. So California is a juggernaut economy in its own. So yes, it has very large bills. So if you want to fix the education system in California, it's very hard. If you're running out of money to fund Medicare in California, you need billions of dollars. So you need these kind of like big sweeping programs. So that's why we see a lot of innovation in California, just because they're huge problems to solve and we need to be really creative. Unlike Scandinavia, where it's like, let's switch from white bread to wheat bread and see what happens to the children's dental health in 10 years. Like, you can't do that. We got to think outside the box.